challenging situation. Conducting the JEE and NEET amid a pandemic is not easy, but options are limited. So conducting these two exams during the pandemic is not easy, but options are limited. Means there are some certain ways to do it. Amid means during. A pandemic and the resultant delay in the commencing admission in the commencing admission to professional courses have put the Union Education Ministry in an unenviable position. So a pandemic and the resultant delay. So we got a delay because of this pandemic, right? Because of this pandemic, we got a delay in commencing admission. Commencing admission means to start. Commencing means in starting. So because of the pandemic, we got a delay in starting the admission to professional courses. To professional courses means the courses which are done by the students to become doctors or to become doctors, engineers, etc. Um, to professional courses have put the Union Education Ministry in an unenviable position. So this delay because of the pandemic has put the education ministry in an undesirable or in a difficult position. It is under compulsion to strike a balance between the ensuring physical and emotional well-being of aspirants and sustaining a merit-based admission process while seeking to limit the academic disruption. So it is under compulsion to strike a balance. Means it is compulsory or it is required to strike a balance between ensuring physical and emotional well-being of aspirants and sustaining a merit-based admission process while seeking to limit the academic disruption. So during this pandemic, the academic progress might be confusing. It might be distorted. Disruption means confusing or not clear. So in this pandemic, the academic progress and the academic events, they might not be very clear to us. They might be confusing. So to limit those confusions, um, so while deciding to limit those confusions, um, it is compulsory to strike a balance between the mental and physical well-being of the candidates, and also and again they should also sustain a merit-based academic disruption. Sorry, a merit-based academic academic process. The NEET in the country is the only gateway for MBBS or BDS admissions in the country. In respect of engineering admissions, the JEE is not mandatory for state government and private and for the state government run and private institutions. So in India, in our country, NEET is the only examination which can get us through MBBS or BDS. So those are so MBBS and BDS are the courses, and we will be eligible to those courses only if we pass the NEET examination. So that's the only way. That's the only way to the MBBS and BDS courses. But in the case of engineering, it's not like that. JEE is not mandatory for some certain institutions. For state and institutions, it is not required, and it is also not required for the private institutions. It is only required for the national institutions. Citing the Supreme Court's recent order of declining to interfere with the conduct of the two most common entrance examinations, Education Minister Ramesh Education Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank has contended that the issue is being politicized. So considering the Supreme Court's considering the Supreme Court statement that it won't interfere in these activities of examinations of the two examinations of JEE and NEET, which are the most common examinations in India, means the Supreme Court has told that we won't interfere in the matter of these two exams. So while Supreme Court said that, the Education Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank, he has said that this issue has been politicized. Um, this issue has been politicized. Politicized means to relate something with politics. In this case, he says that this issue of education is being related to politics in some ways. His argument is that a silent majority favors the exams as an overwhelming number of registered candidates have downloaded their admit cards. So his statement is that many majority of the students or candidates they won the exams, but they are a silent majority. Means they won't show themselves. Means they favor the exams, but they don't say it outside. And they have also downloaded their admit card. Admit card is a card which you carry with yourself when you are going to examination. And most of the students have also downloaded their admit card. From an academic perspective, the Supreme Court has rightly observed that the career of the students cannot be put into peril for long. Um, so, and as we just read, the at the first place, the Supreme Court said that I won't interfere between those two examinations. But now they have realized something, and now they are saying that if we stop the examinations, or if we change, if we do any changes which are not favorable to the students, their careers may go their academic careers may be in risk. If our academic careers are in risk, our life may spoil, right? So they won't take that risk. um, the Supreme Court won't take that risk. um, that's the point what it said. From an academic perspective, the Supreme Court has rightly observed that the career of the students cannot be put in peril for long. Peril means risk. Mr. Pokhriyal is apprehensive that further delay could lead to a zero academic year, a concern shared by many academics. So he thinks that if we do any further delay, the total academic events or academic activities or academic progress in this academic year, it would be zero. Means no student, no IIT student no engineering student would be selected, or no medical student would be selected. The academic progress would be zero. So that's the point of Mr. Pokhriyal. Ground realities reflect the concerns from the other side. While he say that while he gives a statement, ground realities means the true and harsh realities. They say that because of this pandemic, it is not very comfortable for people to go and write examinations in such huge gatherings, right? So that's the meaning of ground reality. Ground reality means the harsh reality. More than the fear of contracting COVID-19 from the examination centers, aspirants face practical limitations. So there is a fear which is greater than the fear of getting infected by the COVID-19 virus, and that issue is managing with the practical circumstances. We will be reading those practical circumstances one by one. The NEET will be conducted in 3,843 centers across 155 cities, whereas the number of applicants is about 15.97 lakh. So NEET in our country will be conducted in 3,843 centers across 155 cities, and all of these centers will be placed in various 155 cities, whereas the number of applicants is about 15.97 lakh. The number of applicants means the number of people who have applied for the exams are 15.97 lakh. For an estimated 8.5 lakh aspirants, the JEE will be held in 660 centers in 12 shifts. So the JEE aspirants are 8.58 lakh on estimation, and for them the examinations will be held in 660 centers, and these examinations will be happening in 12 different shifts. With many states not resuming public transport services and hotels remaining closed, travel and accommodation for candidates from interior regions is a major challenge. So during this pandemic, all the hotels, all the colleges, all the hostels, and all the hostels and all of the hotels are closed, right? So they, even the transport services are not comfort are not easily available. So in these tight circumstances, how could the candidates go that far from their home and and manage several other hard things? So they can't do it. It's not practical. So these are the practical issues which we just read. Um, Social and cultural pressures are such that girls from villages and tier 3 towns are likely to face hurdles, as traveling alone would not be encouraged under these unusual circumstances. So the author is also saying that especially girls would have most of the problems. The girls were coming from villages and tier 3 towns. Um, a tier 3 town, it means that a town which is just a town which is having a small amount of population, and also a town which is just starting to develop. So the girls coming from such villages and such towns, they would face major problems. They would face major social and emotional problems. Um, as go as traveling alone would not be encouraged under these circumstances. So under these unusual circumstances, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, the girls would not be encouraged to go that far to write an exam. It is very risky, right? They may, if they get infected to the COVID-19 virus, they may die. So girls won't be encouraged due to that reason. Even if hotels are opened at short notice, the fear of the pandemic might deter a section of aspirants from staying there. So even if hotels are open, um, we just read in the above para that hotels are closed. So that's a major issue that the candidates or the aspirants should face. But even if they open the hotels, they still have some problems. They still have the major problem of getting contracted by the COVID-19 virus. So that fear would keep, even if the hotels are open and their things get easier, that fear will keep some candidates away from the examinations. It will stop them from writing the examinations. Deter means to prevent or stop. Delaying admission to the IITs and medical colleges would also have an adverse bearing on BE and BTech seats in leading institutions, including deemed universities, as eventually they may go vacant when students opt out. So, if this delay continues, which it should not, but if this continues, some major problems will arise. The BE and BTech colleges or the universities, they won't have any students to teach. Not a single student will be in the university or the college to get taught. Given this background, means means uh, means considering all this means taking means considering all this information, um, by considering all this information, the government must explore alternatives. It must see for other choices, such as allowing states to conduct medical admissions based on class 12 board marks using standard normalization. So the author also says that in this case of the COVID-19 pandemic, the government they should choose other alternatives. They should choose other ways of conducting the exams. One way which the author suggests is that they should not even conduct the examinations, and they should consider their class 12 marks, and by considering that they should give admissions to the students of the universities or institutions. NEET could be limited to the central institutions, but NEET can be still NEET can be still in play for the central universities. Likewise, instead of JEE, a nationwide marks normalization could be examined, but IIT directors have argued that doing away with the JEE would dilute the quality of education. In a similar way to taking away the NEET examination, even the JEE examinations, even they can be taken away. And instead of that, a worldwide examination should be conducted. But it's not JEE; it's another national-wide examination. If some people are in contradiction to that. They are saying that if you take away JEE, the quality of the education will decrease. Extraordinary circumstances may require extraordinary solutions. So this is an extraordinary circumstance, right? Because it is because of the COVID-19 pandemic. So this situation may also need extraordinary solutions. Perhaps the examination slots could be staggered and the number of centers could be increased drastically. Perhaps the examination slots could be shocked and the number of stagger means to shock, and the number of the examination centers, if they increase, everyone will be shocked, right? Because they will be it will be a little bit easier to write the exams. Pragmatic compromises are inevitable. Pragmatic compromises means the realistic and the realistic compromises, we cannot avoid or ignore them, right? Because if you want to go to a certain place, we need transportation and we also need accommodation. So without these two, it's very hard to manage in a different place. Inevitable means not avoidable or not ignorable. Thank you.